Praise God. Praise God. It's so important that this is understood. Thank God that last month, we were dealing with the love of God and how to respond to the love of God. And the first thing we said in responding to the love of God is that we give to God. Now this month we now say thanksgiving, praise and worship. One of the greatest stoppers of destinies is not knowing how to give thanks where appropriate. And I know a lot of people have a lot of warped and fallacious ideas in their heart about who God is. And it would have been good if those people with a lot of fallacies and warped views of God, if their life goes great. It doesn't. In the middle of the life not going great, they are still very obstinate. They are still very adamant. My God doesn't leave me alone. My God doesn't do bad. God doesn't think evil. My God doesn't get angry. And your life looks exactly like the anger of God. God gets angry. God gets fed up. Romans chapter 1 severally told us that God gave them up when he was fed up. Twice. He gave them up. When people say, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. God said, you cannot do it. Hey, let go. Go, do it. And live your life. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, many of us, the kind of life we live is the life that we have forced the hand of God to live. You know the meaning of Saul? You know the meaning of Ismail? The two of them are the same. Saul, Ismail, they means ask for. Even though God doesn't want to give, ask for. So when Ismail was to be born, God told Abraham, this child will be okay. He will be a white donkey of a man. Everybody's hand will be against him. His hand will be against everybody. He said, but he would dwell in the presence of his brethren to afflict them. So many of us have used our lifestyle to force the hand of God to what we want to do. We force him to make us do what we want to do. And one thing about God, after some time, he gives up. Don't ever say God doesn't give up. It is not true. But it's there if you turn back. Why are you quiet on me? He gives up. He can be tired. The last end of God giving up is hell. And Jesus talked about hell. I know some churches, some people will not talk about it. Say, God is still God to create hell. And even the life they live is hellish. When our brain is correct things will happen through God to us. Many of us have a warped idea of who God is. Therefore, our life is warped and out of control. What do you think the Bible talks about? The wisdom, that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Extremely wise are those who have understood the fear of God. Now, they still want to tell us and twist things. They say, fear of God just means reference for God. Stop. Fear is fear. Some of you have taken Iris guard for granted, isn't it? Did you see how they killed one of our brothers last year? Wedding weapon. They say, come down, come down. Crash. From there, I just took wisdom. These people are not normal. As I look at them, I said, just say that. No, say, no, calm down. We're just your friends. Have they killed the guy that killed that guy? Have they killed him? David, why are you being political? Be apolitical now. I'm just telling you. That's why if you drive in America, you see their police, they are talking to you this moment. You are getting from grocery shop, you are getting ice cream together. Be afraid of him if you see pistol with him. Just be afraid. Because he can stop you at the next junction. Because he has seen you in the grocery store. I'm going to deal with him. Then the next stop, as you're driving, he stop you, say, no, you my friend. Don't put your hand out because it means you want to shoot him. He can shoot you, push him. And one thing about the law in America is that if you shoot somebody and you kill him, you are less liable than if the person didn't die. FBI trained us in Ireland there and told us, FBI agent told us, I'm part of a group called SAT, Community Emergency Response Team. I must have sold my car to some of you sometime. FBI trained us. Guards also were there. He said, if you shoot, you finally kill him, you are less liable. If you don't kill him, oh. So even though police is seated up beside you now, he's your friend in the church. As you come outside there and he's wearing his uniform, just be afraid of him. Because he can actually take your life off. And you're not going to be afraid of somebody who has a hell where people can go to. It's a thing to make you put your head right. So, they become very wise that fear God. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. When people just say, this God is so big, he's so powerful,